Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. So, apparently, Democrats do not know where all the violence that's going on in blue cities and blue states is coming from. Well, you don't have to believe me. Hold up. Let's play this video here now. You don't have to believe me. Let's watch it.
Well, it is. It's absolutely outrageous. Obviously, it cannot continue. But the fact is that there is an attitude of lawlessness in our country that springs from I don't know where. Maybe you do, and we cannot have that lawlessness.
Hey, I do know I have this fantastic idea. Let's go back and let's take some time and let's look and see what's been going on, because what's been going on is they've been promoting this. It's ridiculous. Let's just be honest. Hold up, let me change this over. We're gonna do this.
Punch some people in the face.
And if you look at him, obviously he's not punching anybody in the face. It always tickles me when these people talk all this bullshit and they're not willing to actually do it. They're gonna have your dumbass kids doing it. Or you, if you're a dumbass. Let's go.
I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take you behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. I'd like to punch him in the face.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
He should have been arrested on the spot. Why wasn't Secret Service kicking down his door? You just threatened the sitting president of the United States live on camera. Johnny Depp, you piece of shit. You should be, you French living piece of shit, should be in prison. These people are a greater threat than the Taliban ever was.
This fight in Congress.
Snoop Dogg should be in prison, you fucking useless piece of shit. And here's why I hate Snoop Dogg. He talked all this gang shit, but I remember seeing him on trial and he acted like a bitch. Like a bitch. He sold everybody out. It's ridiculous. Let me get myself in here. Hold up. For those of you who don't know, Snoop Dogg sat in a courthouse and whined and cried like a little bitch. No, you did the crime, do your time. No, he got off. So he talks all hard, and this is the example. This has been around forever, because that was in 92, 93. No, do your time. Be like C Murder from No Limit. Hey, he's doing his time. You don't see him on camera whining and selling people out like a bitch. He didn't go to court and sell anybody out, but you did, you fucking California piece of shit.
Congress, fight in the courts, fight in the streets, fight online, fight at the ballot box.
Now, this Senator Tim Kaine is not going to fight in the streets. Look at him. Look at him. If you flick him, his whole fucking, the right side of his face is going to swell. Too many Twinkies.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and
Is he in prison yet? Just a question.
peaceful.
They go low, we kick them. You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in
God,
our
I hate
lives.
her. I so hate her.
Biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized.
From a black man who just married, I don't even want to call him black. From one man who just married the very race he's talking about. Isn't that really does that tell you that they don't even believe what they're saying? It should.
Up to the right.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Why is this fucking overly just insane bitch not in prison? Why is the Secret Service, why weren't they arresting these people? Because the swamp, the DOJ wants this, right? They screwed Trump. They really did. Because you would need, not saying Trump people, but you would need, coming in at one time, 100 people from outside this political swamp. She should be in prison. Madonna should be in prison.
Enemies of the state.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
And sad.
And so what happens when ordinary citizens are tired of being pushed around? I tell you what happens. People buy guns. If you look now, right, this year has been, last year was the highest ever rate for Americans buying guns. This year broke that. Think about that. Normal American citizens were tired of being pushed around. We're tired of this bullshit. We're tired of the fucking you go out and I don't care what kind of crowd you're in. That's why gun laws don't work now. Because I don't care if there's 30 of you if I have a 100-round drum, which I do.
Sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
The greatest threat to the Constitution is people like Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, these liberals, AOC, Rashida Tlaib, that try to undo the Constitution because they don't agree with it. The Constitution is not there for me, you, or them to disagree with. It's there to protect our rights. And if you have a right in that Constitution I don't like, it doesn't matter. That's your constitutional right. These people are the greatest threat to the United States of America, which cannot stand divided.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Why is she not in prison? Why aren't these people in prison? You're on the internet talking about killing a sitting president. Replace Trump with Biden. I guarantee if I said that right now, Secret Service would be knocking at my door tomorrow. But not these people. Nope. Ridiculous.
Interesting to me to see Democrats who once discouraged, who ignored the violence, I should say, all of a sudden caring about it. But let's not forget what they said previously. Speaker Nancy Pelosi downplaying the violence rocking U.S. cities, ignorantly saying people will do what they do. Jerry Nadler, when asked about Antifa, he said that was a myth that's being spread around Washington, D.C. It's not a myth. In fact, an Antifa individual took the life of an innocent Trump supporter in Portland. You have Rep. Ayanna Pressley saying that she wanted unrest in the streets. Chris Cuomo saying, show me where it says protesters are supposed to be peaceful. I'll give you an idea, Chris, it's the Constitution. Don Lemon saying, quote, "The rioting has to stop, Chris, as you know." And I know it's showing up in the polls, it's showing up in the focus groups. It's the only thing right now that's sticking. So now all of a sudden, 90 days later, I from this podium have talked about law and order. The president has talked about law and order repeatedly, but because the polling has shifted, now it's time for the Democrats to deny what they said previously and all of a sudden focus on law and order. I'll leave you with this. That's like the arsonist blaming the firefighter.
And ladies and gentlemen, and as you can see, that's exactly what's going on now. You have the mayor of San Francisco, who was just a year ago calling to abolish the fucking police. And now she's calling for law and order. Really? People are clowns. These people are clowns. I heard something and I've been wanting to say it, so I'm going to say it tonight, right? And keep in mind that it's almost 4 a.m. here. A person is smart. People are stupid. Meaning when you get a group of people and they start thinking the same, and it becomes a cult and they become stupid. And that's what we've seen. Now, the street violence and rioting has to end because it's affecting high-end retailers. And high-end retailers aren't having this crap. This is ridiculous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of The Dan Dawson Show. Like, subscribe, share, especially with your liberal friends. Maybe we can pull them around. Maybe we can't. Who knows? Keep your powder dry. And as always, especially in these days and times, do what you got to do.